The tappy tones.
Oh.
I think one of my shit comes off here in like a week or so. So if I could just beat the double for a couple more weeks, I'll be alright.
Until February.
And
February.
I like the title. We need answers, damn it.
We need answers. I got nothing there now.
it's gonna be on Twitch and YouTube, or what are we?
Just YouTube this time. I'm working on my alerts for my stream right now.
Gotcha.
I'm revamping my stuff.
Shit, we live already?
Yep,
Yeah,
we're
we
live
just went live.
on YouTube.
Create posts real quick.
Gotta have the lo-fi tracks going.
Right.
The intro, Monique.
Yeah, I know that.
Look,
Okay.
this is the bit where we just hang out for a bit.
Wow.
You feel me?
I was trying to chill. That's not what I was asking. I mean, yeah, I will do the intro.
Hey, John, we all wanted more.
Hold on. Oh, I'll say you got yours for mine.
I got the chat up, yeah.
Yeah, I got chat up too. And it's like, where'd it come from? If mine is delayed.
Weird.
Man, what do you even?
I don't know, man.
Let's go read.
Wait, how am I still not a mod yet?
Are you still not a mod for real?
No, I'm dead ass.
Wow. I mean, did you say something in the chat? I didn't see it. How do I even? There it goes.
That's funny.
See, what got me thinking was when Trent said, like he was like, okay, you saw the big dire wolf. I was like, okay, cool.
Bro, I saw that Fenrir. I was like, damn.
He saw the big dire wolf, and he's like, these are all these beasts, and I was like, beasts, like a straight up ox over here, and it's like,
Did I notice how big of a Spider-Man fan you were before until now?
I love Spider-Man, but see,
yeah.
in this panel they show
both of you guys got Spider-Man shit.
Yes, Spider-Man's the best. So in this panel they show Baron. The next panel right after that they show the direwolf, and I was like, why they show him back and back? Like the direwolf seems like he's supposed to be somebody. Okay, so then I was watching Trent's reaction. It's like, oh well, he looks like the direwolf was going against the Shadow Monarch. I was like, why they keep showing the direwolf? Like, what's going on? Okay. So I'm gonna get back to other stuff with the fodder getting beat up by the architect and who cares. Get back to the fight. But whatever tool, man. I don't know. There's the demon clad and the beast who appeared at the two gates. So you have the demon clad coming out of the one gate, and you got the beast coming out of another gate. If you see Demon King Baron coming out of one gate, then who's leading the other beast army? Who's leading the other beast army? It's got to be.
And that's why the wolf was like directly behind Baron. Maybe Baron.
I'm telling. Look. Okay. So I've said this a million times that the other guy that they showed was the Beast Monarch. My chat spoiled that to me a long time ago. So if this right here is saying that like one portal came out, the demons.
Wait, say that one more time.
So you remember?
Said what?
My chat said that they called the guy that in the beginning of season 2 that's a Frost Monarch, the elf, and the other guy they said was the Beast Monarch. I was like, okay.
So that's the new Beast Monarch. Is that what we're saying? New Beast Monarch.
I'm saying that's the new Beast Monarch. But in this right here, in the panel, it says the demon clad and the beast who appeared at the two gates. So they had two gates open up. There was a red and a blue one. They had the demon come out of one, then they had the beast come out of the other, and they kept showing that dire wolf, and I was like, bro, don't tell me that's the Beast Monarch.
Like the true form or whatever?
Yeah, I was saying, like, he might be able to transform or something. I mean, that would make sense to me. Like, he's literally leading the Beast. telling you, bro. Telling
Hmm. So
you. It
this would
might
be a
be.
different. Now here's the thing. Now if it is a different monarch, does he turn into a different beast? Because this monarch was wearing like cheetah print. He wasn't wearing like white wolf type shit. He was wearing like
Hold on.
he was like a jungle man,
He was?
right?
I don't remember. Hold on. Let
I'm
me.
pretty sure he had like.
Don't worry, guys. We'll start the show in a minute. I'm up here rambling this shit up here. Let's begin season 2 right here. What, 11? Oh, no, that was those two. He's not even in. He might be in the end of season 1. Yeah. Trying to wait on JP, but he's probably at work. That's Miss Selner. These hood sites and the stuff they putting on these as the advertising, bro. I swear to God.
So what you looking for? What do you look like?
Yeah, I can't remember what chapter is in though. Thomas Andre. This guy is this one right here. There he goes. Dude look crazy, bro. Hold on. I'll put him in the chat real quick.
Dark King. Shout out to Dark King Byron. Says first time catching us live. I'm
Oh.
calling you Dark King Baron.
Doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Oh boy, it's gonna be
Dark King Baron. I like that.
About to see the behind the scenes of the behind the scenes. All my pictures I put up here. Let's say boom, put it here, upload that. Alright, we in there. Y'all can see it too in the chat. So y'all look at
He still had the white.
He still had the white
No,
on.
he had complete
White?
white fur. He didn't have no cheetah print.
Oh shit! I'm thinking yeah, cheetah print. Well then maybe he can turn into the White Wolf.
Yeah, but is that the same one though? Because I mean, Jin Woo was literally.
Jin Woo was
I don't
different.
even
Now
know.
here's the thing. And then we gotta start over and go from beginning to end. Like we gotta start over and actually get it rolling. But here's the
What up,
thing.
Holly?
Why did he betray this nigga in the first place?
I don't. Look, okay, all right, look, all right, okay, all right. we gotta start the podcast. We're literally asking questions.
All right.
Oh,
Get into the intro, bro.
Jesus. What is going on, people? It is the Hunters Association podcast. You can already tell that we are hype about this chapter. JD is MIA. We think he's at work. But we'll keep it moving, keep it pushing. Now we got boy here, Seraph from Project Webtoon podcast. How you guys going on, Seraph? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm struggling. We got Trent motherfucking Money in the building. What's going on, bro?
What up? How you guys doing?
Y'all know how I am. I'm JC. Don't even worry about me right now, bro. All right.
Worry about this chapter.
What about this? I don't even know where to start. Like what we wanted, especially Trent. But Trent wanted, for the most part, he wanted his information. We've been getting skeeted for like the couple chapters, and then they decided to give it to us, and then we don't know what to do with it. So, guys, I'm just gonna let's calm down the hype for just a second. Calm down the theories. We're gonna get to the chapter first. What we saw in the chapter. Seraph, our resident light novel reader, how did you feel about the chapter in general? Was it faithful to what we needed? What we saw, was it faithful?
Was it faithful to what we needed or to what we saw?
Yeah.
Because they were finally starting to get more and more exposition, especially about the past for the Shadow Monarch, who he was, how it's doing, and we're starting to get more information on the Monarchs itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God,
it's there. It's just slowly building up.
What happened? Anyways, it's Trent. It's never enough. It's never enough. Trent, how did you? Just give me an overall before we just start diving in with the theories. Overall, how did you feel about the chapter? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did it give you what
I
you
liked
wanted?
the chapter. I never not liked the chapter. I just never get what I need. I need to know. I'm left with more questions than I have answers. You know what I mean?
And that's what
Um,
that's what good
yeah,
story does, right? They don't give you
yeah.
It
everything.
keeps you on the edge of the seat. It keeps you in suspense. The tension is there, wanting you to have to get more and more.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
coming
man.
back next week.
Too many questions, and I guarantee you next week is not going to be no better. I guarantee you next week is not.
No, because the memory is over. The memory dump is over.
Yeah,
God, I just remember the memory dump's over.
true.
Okay, for the chapter for me in general, of course it was a good chapter. I loved it. I was, you saw my reaction. I was dumbfounded. I was trying to figure it out. They threw me for a loop here, and it wasn't until I watched JD's reaction and I watched Trent's reaction, I started trying to put some things together. Could be wrong, but I feel like I'm never wrong. But that's fine. That's here and there. So let's get to the mid part of this chapter. Let's get to the mid part. The S ranks are still trash.
Yes,
Bro,
thank
did you
you.
see the way Woo Jin Cho fucking just straight up bopped the fucking statue? He's like, "Hey yo, you should probably take your ass somewhere else."
Come on, bro. You don't give me
Woo
the one.
Jin, the statue looked at him like, "Hey yo, you don't need to be here right now, bro."
You don't give him the one punch man. That don't one punch him. Yo, he gave him the
Yeah,
one punch
bro.
man.
Now this one confirms. I said this in my live reaction. This one confirms the gap between these guys and Sung Jin Woo, which also just gives me more ammunition on where I'm gonna say where Sung Jin Woo is compared to the nation rank hunters. But continue on.
Look, I haven't seen the nation ranked hunters yet. I haven't seen him do anything, but besides the Chinese one when he killed all those ants in one swing, I haven't seen
Here's the
anything.
thing.
Go ahead.
At this point, they're in at this point, I feel like they're here in the story to get washed because
Eventually,
now,
maybe.
yeah, because now they're it's just a hot like a power level that's known to be so hyped that these niggas are people they're set up to be like the way we just are shocked that, or were they at least the citizens or the people in the story is shocked that they're getting ran through, or even the hunters themselves. Because I don't see after this information dump and after facing the architect himself, I don't see again any human that doesn't have some type of divine piece or part to play in this battle have basically having any chance of seeing something.
Okay, I get that, but I'm gonna say the nation levels still have something to show. Like they're the next level of power that we know of in the story. So I feel like they still got something there. I feel like they're around Jinwoo. I mean, Jinwoo could be stronger than them right now. I feel like they're around that power, at least the power scaling. They're around that, at least right now. We all know Jinwoo keeps leveling up, so therefore they're going to be around that power. You just don't introduce characters that are super strong, and then it's like, okay, these nation levels, these are people that can. That's the whole point of a nation. And then
Well, we introduced Baron, he got washed. We introduced
okay, he did. Okay,
Baru, he got washed.
whoa. Okay. You can't say Baron got washed.
Baru got washed as well. We can say
Okay,
both of them
Baru
got
got washed. Baru got washed, but Baron didn't get washed.
Baron didn't get washed because of he had a flight advantage.
Yeah, I mean, well, it still just took his attention away from Jinwoo for a quick second, and he got hit with that Shoryuken uppercut, and that was it for him. I mean, that's what happened to Baron. Baron was going to win that fight. So, I mean,
I don't know about that.
Okay, I mean, he had the hot breath of the flame breath in Jinwoo's face get ready to literally melt his head off. So, I mean, Baron was going to win that fight, I think. But that's neither here nor there because just for the S rank hunters, I mean, Choi did like a couple of different fire attacks, had no effect on the fodder stone statues. I mean, it had no effect, and I'm sitting here like, you're supposed to be the best of the best. You're supposed to be right up under Jinwoo, and you're not. none of them are. Like, they're in a double dungeon and they're getting, like, they're not doing any damage to anything. So I'm like, what are they even in the story for? Somebody, anybody, answer me. Why are the S-rank hunters in the story anymore?
To be
Well,
background characters.
To wake up Jinwoo?
Well, yeah. Now they're again, just like I was saying with the nation rank. These are just washable niggas. Sung Jin Woo, like when we first got introduced to him, not like we introduced him as a group basically, and he 1v1 Goto and retired this nigga.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what we do here. We introduce strong people and we wash them. This is the purpose of this.
You might
To
be
show
right.
off one of the strongest dudes, Sung Jin Woo. This is just your
Exactly.
story, man. All these other people don't matter.
I still got faith in nation level hunters. I still have faith that if they got it, at least give me like 1 or 2 good feats before they like get just ran over. But I don't think. But the thing about it is that okay, actually, Thomas Andre wants to smoke with Jinwoo. Like, we already know that he wants to fight Jinwoo, so he might not make it. I mean, put it that way. He wants to fight him, so yeah, that might be a washing in the making. Don't lose faith, Jamal. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. Don't lose faith. So okay, we're done with them. The fodder is out the way. I'm not even sure why they put him in the chapter.
That's what I was saying. Like, they could have just kept it going with a bunch of exposition, and then like after that, go to that point where they're trying to wake up Jinwoo.
Right. Look, Thomas Andre is gassed once again in the chat. So therefore, it gives me hope. So let's just go back to the last chapter. They said that the Shadow Monarch had the battle under control until something happened. This time we found out something happened. We found out what happened. We saw 2 gates open. One was kind of bluish color, one was red. And we saw one huge army come out. Now, did you guys think that? Actually, I thought that it was going to be on the Shadow Monarch side. It didn't make any sense for 2 armies to come out of nowhere, because I mean the Silver Soldiers were technically losing, but I didn't think there was going to be a 3-way war coming in. I mean, what did you guys think?
Well, it didn't seem to me that the betrayal happened until after the the angel guys were taken care of, right? Or at least seemingly taken care of. So they started coming back down again towards the end after that fight. So it looked like basically, because it looked like before it was all types of creatures fighting the angel stuff. So it looks like maybe Baron and them were riding with the Shadow Monarch to take the angel guys out, but had a plan to take out the Shadow Monarch after they took out these people. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing about it was that when I remember the chapter, I remember seeing the ice elves. I remember seeing the orcs. I remember seeing some type of other monster I didn't recognize. I don't remember seeing like the demons or the beast. Maybe I just missed them. I thought it was collective army, but I thought I was missing some people.
Maybe you're right, because I still don't remember seeing elves in the whole thing. I don't remember seeing shadow or ice elves in that whole thing.
I saw some ice. I thought I saw myself. Maybe I wishful thinking.
Oh, you know what? There was an elf that he revived, that the Shadow Monarch revived, maybe early on.
So what's going on, Trent? What's going on, Seraph? He was winning the battle, and you could even tell when Baron, that we discovered was Baron. He's like, I was winning this battle. The fight was about to be over. Why are you betraying me? Why you come out here with your armies? What's the betrayal?
Wingdings.
Wingdings.
Thank you, Trent.
Wingdings.
Why the betrayal? We're supposed to be on the same side, right? If you guys remember, I was talking about
next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Like, okay, just like beginning of season 2, when the was the Frost Monarch, and I know y'all get mad at me every time I say this, the Beast Monarch. No, actually, it wasn't the Beast Monarch. It was the whoever
The
that
messenger dude
yeah, the messenger, like the
with Daddy
messenger dude.
Wu.
No. It was another guy with him.
Oh, the beginning of season 2, yeah.
It was the
It was
Frost.
that shadowy,
The start with a
Grim Reaper
Y.
looking dude.
Start with a Y. But he was saying they were asking why Jinwoo was helping the humans. I can't remember his name though. But anyways, they were asking why Jinwoo was helping the humans because he's supposed to be on their side. So therefore, why are they betraying him? Like, it doesn't make any sense. He's fighting against these angels, and they said like, nah, we're not with you. We're gonna, when you're wiping the angels out, we're gonna wipe you out. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yogumont. Thank you, Christian.
Well, because it looked like at that point they were maybe they weren't all decimated, but it looked like the tide had already changed.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
it looked like that they were going to take that dub. Now, maybe Baron wanted to take him out during that, basically during the time he was a little bit more distracted or whatever. Because again, it looked like more angels didn't start to descend until after Sung Jin Woo had like basically finished off Baron and looked up, as if they had just kind of came, but basically re-upped. But because during that part of the battle, and again, I had to maybe flip through the chapter, but when it was it looked like it was just the beasts versus the Shadow Monarchs at that point. So I'm assuming most of those angels got washed, so like for a little bit.
Well, yeah, because what he was saying was that we were winning the battle, and the battle was about to be over. So why did y'all betray me? Like, why betray me? Because we were gonna win, but you guys came in here and started fighting us. So I'm not saying all the angels are wiped out, but just like Jinwoo's power, even if someone dies, he just gonna resurrect them. So your army becomes my army, pretty much. But we saw that especially when Demon King Baron's armies came in, and look.
Is there a Wingding Monarch?
Okay.
Well, you know what I'm saying, or an Angel Monarch? I'm assuming the Angel. You know what I'm saying?
There's got to be kings. Like that, all monarch means is king. So every king has their own army. So therefore, there's got to be a king of the angels. I don't know who the king of the angels is, but maybe it's those last angels that look totally different. They actually had color on them that were descending at the very end. So we had the demons come out and we had the beast come out. I've already got the beast monarch. I'm not sure if this is a resurrection that we saw, in end of season 1, season 2. I'm not sure it's resurrection, but there was a betrayal going on between the monarchs for whatever reason. Like, they didn't want the Shadow Monarch to win the war of her, but I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. Seraph can't say anything.
I'm not allowed. These guys in here will destroy me.
Okay, Trent, why do you think that the other monarchs don't want the war to end? Like, he was winning.
Is it that they don't want it to end, or is it they just want to get him out of the picture? Maybe he's the second strongest monarch. Maybe he isn't the strongest monarch. Maybe he's the second strongest monarch next to that guy. Or maybe the monarch of the angels is the second strongest, and nobody else could take him out but the Shadow Monarch. And now they also had a plan to take the Shadow Monarch out as well. Again, I just don't know why. Here's the thing: we got to figure out why Baron betrayed them.
All right.
And I guess what their overall general function is, because the monarchs that we have now, at least here currently in season 2, seem to want to work with Sung Jin-woo, or seem to want to like know what's going on with him, or why he ain't like up to speed or up to date on what's supposed to be going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, what's the difference, if there is any? And or is it just basically about to be history repeating itself and then him get betrayed again?
So are we saying that the Shadow Monarchs, or the monarchs not Shadow Monarchs, the monarchs in general, are literally like reincarnations over and over again? Because I mean, the reason why I asked that
Maybe
because
there's a monarch. I don't know.
because I
Go
mean, if
ahead.
you think about it, I mean, like I'm not sure. I don't know what to make of you seeing the Shadow Monarch in all his armor, and next thing you know, you see Jin Woo's face. You're like, hold on, like, is Jin Woo the Shadow Monarch? Does that make any sense to anybody? I don't get that. And now the Jin Woo has two hearts. What is?
Now here's the thing: though happening at the same time, maybe they're slightly still separate. And by that I mean saying like he wasn't necessarily, it wasn't his like actual face during that time back in the day. Maybe, because it could very well be, but it could just be like symbolizing like the same thing that the architect was talking about as far as like um kind of like I don't know like the awakening or the rebirth process or whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? And now like maybe now he does have the full extent of the Shadow Monarch abilities, or like I don't know. Again, maybe he's becoming the vessel for the original. Who knows? Two hearts. That's the confusing thing. But
Is
maybe
he
it's because he's a human, so he has his human heart. And
right?
now that he's like officially the Shadow Monarch, he has the heart of the monarch or whatever the hell. And just
Okay.
because maybe it's just a special circumstance because he is actually a human, so he has a human heart. And then maybe which might give him the opportunity if Evil Wu does arise, the
Evil.
having the human heart thing may be the thing that
Okay.
stops that. That's I just put all of that out of my ass though.
Yo, so Christian, I mean, yes, he had the class change and became the Shadow Monarch. We understand that, but like you're talking about thousands, I don't know how many years in the past that was, and the Shadow Monarch has Jinwoo's face. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like he's saying like, oh, I've seen his face before, and then it's Demon King Baron, who should have been dead apparently because he was killed, and now you see Jinwoo's face on the Shadow Monarch, and you're like, what is going on? He said, why didn't I notice this before? That he had two hearts. Like, what? Like, is Jinwoo, is this, I don't, okay, I don't know. I don't know. Is he, like, okay, is he just a
Now, does
vessel?
he always had two hearts?
Well, I mean, I would think when,
It looked like it just showed up after, as like right when that moment came up.
I don't
Like
know if it
he
did,
didn't always have it. It looked like from the way it portrayed in the webtoon. I actually have the it pulled up here.
so I was thinking, like, didn't he say something like, why didn't I notice this before? I could have swore it said something like, why didn't I notice before? And if you have two hearts, I mean, I'm pretty sure that when he did the class change and he turned into the Shadow Monarch or became the Shadow Monarch, that's what he might have got the heart. I don't know. This is questions I can't answer, but I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm like, okay, this is okay. Forget about that because this is speculation. Did Demon King Baron not die in this war?
That's the thing. Because like though we did see the whole like extra scene of him catching that work, it wasn't like he basically had unmasked him and whatnot. It wasn't like his head was ripped off. You know what I'm saying? They could very well still have a hint of life left, or let's say he did die, and it's more like and maybe maybe that wasn't the real Baron. It was just a system
System
like
created
Baron,
Baron.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of power scale him.
Okay, so I mean, if we're going with that theory, then you think about it, the architect is the one who has been guiding Jinwoo along this path. So he gave him the key to get into the that castle. Was it the demon castle? He went up all those levels and that kind of thing. So I mean, it all could have been just a a like a game for the architect, and he used the Demon King's body or like a zombie or some sort, and I don't even know, Seraph. I would ask so many questions. I don't even know. I don't even know.
And why do they? Again, why did they betray him? Do they not like that he reincarnates? You know what I'm saying? Is that
He
maybe he
could,
uses their people to because he uses their bodies to amass his armies or whatever. But again, I don't know.
but at the same time, the monarchs know about the architect and they know about the Shadow Monarch. So it wasn't like they didn't know that the Shadow Monarch was going to come back. They knew about these things. But was it only the Demon King Baron that betrayed him? And I think it's the Beast Monarch betrayed him too. But is it only those two?
Now, somebody just said this in the chat. Our new Dark King Baron says, could this suggest that? Basically, I'm just summarizing here. The architect states that basically, I will let you see the birth of the king. This suggests that the architect is saying that the Shadow Monarch will take over the vessel, Sung Jin Woo.
That's what I would think.
Or maybe some type of internal struggle in between where he's permanently changed. Maybe Cha Ha-in is the one who notices that it's not really him or that's not him because she does know the other messages.
There
She is just a
was
little bit
a
more hit to the
warning.
game.
There was a warning.
Yeah. And she dashing hard. So she know what, yeah, again, like you said, she's got a little bit more intent rather than just the orders to go get him. She's probably also the only nigga that can snap him out of the trance. But again, what if the information storage part is just a small part of the transformation? What if he's still not supposed to be done with it? But I don't know.
I mean, the only reason you would show those memories would be to kind of jolt the Shadow Monarch inside of you to wake up. Like, hey, you remember what happened to you in the past? Now wake up. Now you got two hearts. Your heart is inside this new vessel, so take over. That's what I'm going with. Like, you don't show the memories, but I don't understand the symbolism of showing Jinwoo's face on the Shadow Monarch in the past. It could be saying like, "Hey, we're the same
It's
person."
the symbolism of the data completion. Like your memories are restored. You are now one. Like now you know where you come from, what you got going on. Or maybe his powers, or but here's the thing: does he know? Did we just not get the information? Maybe Sung Jin Woo will be the one that goes through his thoughts. Like, is that, or maybe is he just seeing a flashback? Because he still seemed to be confused as well. Like he didn't have a name for these things yet.
That's true.
Besides knowing the clans and the where everybody came from, he seemed to not know what was happening. But now, because clearly, it's like Seraph clearly knows, obviously, but like maybe Sung Jin Woo will be like, maybe he'll put two and two together of why he faced Baron and went like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll be able to put that kind of stuff together.
Well, I mean, yeah, he seemed to be pretty intelligent himself. He should have figured it out. But the thing about it is, the architect seems to be acting weird, right? He seems to be saying like, the king's slumber, and he said like, was it sacrifices for the king when he's talking about killing everybody there, and so that he can resurrect them as soldiers. He seems to think that Jinwoo is going to be able to, or going to do all these things when he wakes up, like he's going to be a different person. So I'm thinking he's probably thinking that the original Shadow Monarch is going to come back and and be who he used to be. But at the same time, if you think about it, the original Shadow Monarch was betrayed, so he's going to remember that he was betrayed by his fellow monarchs. So it doesn't make any sense to me either of why that would be the case.
And he's got the human side anyway.
Exactly.
So if
he's
it
not going
doesn't
to kill
align
his
with
own people.
saving humanity, right? Exactly.
Okay. Who are these angels? They're a big part of the war.
And are they good or evil? Because just because he's a Shadow Monarch don't mean he's a bad nigga.
That's true. And
He's
he
a bad
was.
guy. It doesn't make him a bad guy.
Well, it was a 2-army war, And then third party came in and surprised us. But at the same time, they're fighting, like, this war is with these angels. I don't know who these angels are. What is their significance? Who are they? And why are we fighting against them? If it's a total flip and the angels are trying to destroy everything, I'll be shocked, but it could be it. Nobody there can answer. I got questions. I don't. I can't ask the chat. I can't ask anybody. Can I phone a friend? No, you can't phone a friend. We got. There's got to be For most stories, there's got to be good and evil. The angels are usually the good. Everything else is the evil. If there's a war, and the Shadow Monarch is trying to end the war, he was getting very close to doing it. But for some reason, his fellow monarchs betrayed him. They didn't want the war to end. So, for whatever reason, who's good and who's bad? Why are we fighting this war? What does this war have to do with the current state that we're in, the present state that we're in? We're still seeing elves, we're still seeing orcs, we're still seeing everybody else come in to Earth, at least, to take over if they can ever dungeon break. And we have Jin Woo fighting against them, and every other human, for that matter, fighting against them. I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I got nothing. Anybody in the chat who is not a light novel reader got any theories that you could think of? Because this makes no
Person
sense.
says, why do you put things in terms of good and bad? But I mean, and that's true. Like, again, they don't have to be. But here's the thing: in a good and maybe you're right, because it isn't like the human world. Maybe they're just fighting for territory, so this is what they do as far as a function of the system overall as well. But yeah. But now here's the thing: does that mean that now, like, I don't know. So, do you think we'll ever see old girl again? What's her name? Is Seal or something like that?
Still, I kind of hope not. I don't think. I mean, Isil is being controlled by the system, which is basically made by
Osmosis.
by the architect, which was hiding information for Sung Jin Woo until he was ready. And Baron's looks like he's zombie Baron, so I don't even. He's probably not even the original Demon King Baron. So, guys, now
here's the thing: is Sung Jin Woo gonna reawaken with his full powers? Is that a thing?
What are his full powers?
Well, clearly the guy had. I'm assuming he even probably had a couple abilities that Sung Jin Woo hasn't, because we just upgraded an ability within itself. So we've still probably got upgrades at least. If we don't form new abilities, we at least probably upgrade the ones we got. But we at least clearly do that when it comes to, I mean, the mass. Can't even remember the move's name, but basically arising all the mass shadows at once.
It's like,
and just the mana control, I guess, as well.
Like
the Monarch's territory.
Yeah,
Monarch's territory with shadow extraction.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? To that level, simultaneously.
Well, I mean, like you said, currently Jin Woo can only. He said if he was raising this many shadows, or they kept getting destroyed. Just like if I had to keep, raising this many shadows back, then the mana consumption would kill me, because it was so different. Like the Monarch had so much more mana than he had currently. Exactly. He couldn't raise that many, and he couldn't keep bringing them back to life.
Now he also didn't seem to have any problem, and it could also be determined upon levels as well. But I'm assuming these guys are high levels out there. He didn't have any problem awakening things that were outside of his, or that were a certain level. So does that mean that Sung Jin Woo is no longer going to have that issue. Like, what happens if we can go back and get Baron? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I think like the thing about it was that the system was stopping him from like awakening or arising certain things. So I don't know if he can do that now. If he comes out of this with his memories, he can do that now. That there was certain classes he couldn't. I can't remember what the stipulation was, but he might be able to do that. He might come out with some new ones. And Jamal the Blackheart. I mean, okay, we know that when you're a baby, you only have one heart. Like the doctors are going to look at that. They're going to make sure you only have one heart. So he hadn't had his heart forever, but when he became the Shadow Monarch, I'm thinking that's the original Monarch's heart that's inside of him.
Right.
So this is something new that he hasn't had before, or he hasn't noticed before until now. And he has two hearts. But once again, besides that, I have nothing for you guys. I'm literally speculating.
Now, what if this starts and again, maybe it's not an evil thing technically, but what if this starts a shift in his appearance, and maybe this is regular onset functions or whatever, but like, what if it starts to, because from what we can assume, maybe the Shadow Monarch no longer had a regular body or whatever. It was either always a Shadow Monarch or it had just basically completely converted. It seemed to be made of completely shadows type shit. You know what I'm saying? So what if Sung Jin Woo were to eventually shift into basically losing his human like form?
I don't know, because it seems like the other monarchs that we've seen have some sort of physical form. I mean, it's not. I mean, even Baron.
Right, according to their type though. Like the elf wasn't just like a, you know what I'm saying? He was still an elf. The beast thing, again, we don't know if he can shift back or not, but we didn't see the wolf talk. Right. But Baron was always Baron, though he did have armor on, and I didn't really that threw me off. I didn't know what he was before the armor fell off. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I can only go off what I've seen. Everybody has a physical form, and he seemed to have one. I'm not sure if it was just a shadow form, but
no, I mean, I think it's of course a physical form, but you know what I mean. I think his whole essence was now like shadow. Like, not that you couldn't hit it, but it's just what it basically was. You know what I'm saying? Right. I can't vouch, though I would like to imagine that he does. I can't vouch that he takes that armor off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that may just be his form.
Seraph?
Yes.
You have anything to add to that part right there?
No comment.
Ah, damn.
I know you want these answers, dude, but I can't give them to you.
Now, do we get those answers?
You do eventually.
So we get more about the past monarch than just what we get now. I think that's a fair yes or no question. You know, just asking if we get it.
Yeah. You get the answers that you want soon.
Okay, I can ask this question. Is the architect, is he in charge of all the gates that open, or just the ones that are special for Jinwoo?
You asking?
Yes, asking you.
No, just specifically for Jinwoo.
Okay.
I'll give you that one.
Okay. I was thinking, like, if the super huge Japan gate might be something that the architect did, but if it's just specifically for Jinwoo, then And that kind of throws my theory out the window. You knew it wasn't going to work. I don't know what's going to work, guys.
Okay, now is there any other questions that we have yet to ask?
Yeah. I mean,
or any other parts of the chapter, I guess we have yet to even touch on.
Yeah, if you guys
covered everything.
You
guys did. I'm just here for the ride, dude.
Like I wish I had answers. I love to figure things out. I love to know what's going on in the story. But as of right now, this chapter threw me for a loop. All the things I thought I knew.
It hit you with a full 180, didn't it?
I still have a name. I still have a name for these angels because of the story. But I'm not gonna throw it out there because I don't want to be wrong. But I still got a name for these angels.
Drop it. Let's hear it.
All right. Okay. So the only other name that we've heard beginning of season 2, they said the rulers are going to release Legia. Yeah, so I'm thinking these angels that are that came out, not the white, not the not the silver ones, but the ones that came out with the gold on them, that look totally different than the other ones. Everybody has a king, so I'm thinking the rulers are these angels, like these angels that came at the very end. That Jinwoo looked up at. I'm giving the rulers that name. You gotta. The story doesn't give you information for nothing. So I'm thinking monarchs, which were Jinwoo, the Shadow Monarch versus all the other monarchs, supposed to fight against the rulers, but something happened with the monarchs. There was a betrayal going on. I'm not sure why. Maybe they decided to decide with the rulers for whatever reason, or just take out the Jinwoo or the Shadow Monarch for whatever reason. That's what I'm going with. Hold on, I gotta rechat. Hold on. Somebody retracted out. If I can read it. Yo.
I'm trying to hold it in, Jamal.
So these are the rulers.
That's what I'm going with.
I like it.
They named them rulers, but we haven't seen anything from the rulers since the beginning of season 2. And now we have a war going on with nameless angels. So I'm like, you can't just have people that they're having a war against. You know, the monarchs are out there. So we got to go rulers versus monarchs. I'm calling it now.
Here's the thing: are the humans just a innocent bystander in this whole thing? Like, is it like, you know what I'm saying? Are these? Is this just what happens across the fucking galaxy? You know what I'm saying? Or does this?
Like humans, okay, so just like we know from the beginning of the story, the gates started showing up, and when the gates started showing up, we started seeing humans with powers that, for all the humans that are awakening, we see more gates. We saw that a couple chapters ago, so I'm thinking like humans in every story are always the weakest, are always the most insignificant. So I think it's one of the things it just kind of like the war kind of just came to us, and next thing you know, we start awakening powers because you start to like Miss Seldner said, like the power comes from another side. It comes from the other side, so it might come from a different dimension that they're drawing power from. So it's just like the war came to us, so therefore we're in the war now. We just happen to be awakening powers, getting stronger, reawakening, those type of things. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm going. You just happen to be in the war. I don't think we've always been in the war, but we just happen to start to be in the war.
Are we also under the same consensus that the wingdings are probably coming out of this black gate?
What?
The wingdings?
Yeah, the wingdings.
What are the wingdings?
The angels.
Oh.
I'm calling them the angels.
I don't know. I'm still of the angels are good thing. And like Christian said, the angels don't have to be good. I'm still thinking the Angels are good, but if they're not good, they're just fighting a war that we have nothing to do with, and there's no good or evil for us, then they might come out of this gate. It
And
might be
uh,
something strong enough to make this gate huge.
if there's a good and evil, I want them to be evil. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I get that, but we've seen every other class, whether it be Ice Elves or it would be Tusk and his orcs, they've all been evil for us throughout the entire story. So something's got to be good, right? Or just the humans are good and just the angels are still evil. I mean,
Or, you know, don't get me wrong, those are just monster functions for maybe those specific races. I don't know. Like, the circle of life type shit. But
okay, Circle of Life, Lion King, I'll take it.
But for some reason, you know, it's a word on the street that, you know, the Leggy is about to get, you know, released and all this other stuff. It's like it's either they are the good thing and like I just kind of find it. I don't know if the story is like to where we're on the bad team or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If there is a quote unquote bad team. I would just feel like that these maybe are the oppressors or are the like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, so Christian is saying like I could agree with that. So it doesn't have to be morals or good versus evil. It could be just there's a war going on and humans just got involved with it, and Jenna Woods is gonna have to, you know, fight both of them. They could be just be fighting each other, and we just got caught up in it. So he just happened to be fighting whoever's in front of him, whoever, you know, is a threat to the earth is gonna just fight him. Pretty much, could be that situation.
now look, I gotta know. Do we get the steed? I gotta know.
You want the
Do we get the
horseback?
shadow steed? I need it. I need to pull up on the shadow
You
steed.
need Jinwoo to pull up on the steed, bro.
I need it.
Nah, the steed was on spikes, dog. You saw the steed on spikes.
True, I was disappointed at first, but somebody did in the chat say, you know, he has a shadow. That them spears don't mean nothing. He'd be alright.
If he
Man,
get okay, so
yeah,
if he gets the memories, which he just saw the memories, does he get the shadows that he had back
that
then?
would be crazy. That would be
He
crazy.
doesn't like right now. He doesn't have the power to, you know,
Well,
resurrect all of them, but he could get
He just
some.
got him in the inventory, got him in
Yeah,
the
he
stock.
could got him in the inventory. Okay, he does have his was it Wyvern his dragon, his somewhat dragon thing. He don't need a horse no more.
the
Come on,
wingdings
man.
have taken over the chat.
Yeah, they're with the wingdings. I tried to
Maybe
ignore the
sometimes we
Oh,
gotta
wingdings.
I
talk
love
about land.
there goes all the meanings in different Korean ways to say it too.
Bustle, ado, goofy, frazzle, rage, fury, wrath. No, none of that. None of that is working for me. All right, so we have pretty much exhausted everything that I could think of. Was more questions are just giving us more questions, and Seraph can't answer any questions. So, where are we going from here? Are we going to Japan? That's the next thing. If the memory dump is over for Jin Woo, that means he's gonna wake up. And I personally don't think he's gonna be Evil Woo, but it could be Evil Woo starting out. It could be.
Now, I'm gonna say it's not just because of how hard some people have went against the Evil Woo notion. When I was riding that Evil Woo wave hard, but though I do want it to be, I mean, I can't even say I want it to be because that's just another layer to the story. I just want some information. It may not be again an evil, like Christian said it before, an evil good thing. It still can't possibly be a vessel takeover, but maybe just a part of the as a part of the function rather than it being like I'm gonna take over and basically kill all the humans type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he just does not want to end up transforming.
Yeah, I forgot about Yuri Olov, but okay. For the chat, let's see. Do you guys think that the angels are like the monarchs? I think they're two sides of a coin. Honestly, monarchs, angels, monarchs, rulers. That's what I'm going with. Monarchs, rulers, two sides of a coin that is fighting. Let's see here. That's not the real John. That's not the real architect. It's not his real body. So I mean, it's not gonna be over till everything is dead in there. I think Jen's gonna wake up and kill everything in there. In the double dungeon, because Cha Hee In is not gonna die. Baby girl will never die. Seraph?
Question.
I don't know. I'm trying to gauge your reaction.
Christian says,
I'm deep into the
good.
chat.
Yes, I'm about to say Kristen said double dungeon's not over yet. I mean, Jinwoo got what he came there for, so I'm pretty sure once
there's still
Don't
shit popping off.
Jamal.
That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna let anybody die in there, especially not Cha. He's gonna see if he
people
wakes
have
up and
already
see Cha's
died.
in danger. It's over.
I'm deep.
I think a couple
into the
bodies
chat,
have already been dropped.
Yeah, everybody else that are fodder, he don't care about them, but he doesn't care about Cha in the way that she cares about him. But yeah, if he sees Cha's in danger, it's good. He's gonna come to her rescue. He's done it with Goto Ryuji. He technically did it when it came to making the shadow out of what's healer dude's name? Ming Byung-gu. So yeah, he made a shadow out of Ming Byung-gu for Cha. So if Cha's in danger, he's gonna do what he has to do. Oh yeah, I was saying Yuri Olav is the guy making the big barrier is about to get folded. Let's see. Hold on. Looking more in the chat. June was forced to kill people.
Those are justified kills. Sung Jin-woo still could arguably be seen as a good guy. Very arguably.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I don't think he cares if he's a good guy or not. I think he just cares more about his family being safe.
Yeah, like he'll catch a body. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no problem catching a body. But he'll save you if he has to. You know what I'm saying? If he has the opportunity to save you, he will. But if you try to kill him, he's not going to have any remorse to taking you out.
Yes. So you think there are angels walking around? Okay. Look, this was so far in the past, right? And I'm thinking it's more of a reincarnation of these monarchs and everything. So I don't think it's like literally the same monarchs that were back then. I think it's more of like a reincarnation type thing. So there could be angels walking around. I'm not gonna go to the brilliant light theory again. I could go with the brilliant light theory again, but there could be angels walking around in human form. That's where I'm going with this. I just came up with it. I'm going with this. Okay.
And maybe they don't know.
That could be. Like, here's the thing. That's why I keep saying nation levels that are stronger than we think they are, because the story keeps saying like monarchs, and I'm calling the angels the rulers because that's where it came with season 2 at the very beginning. So the nation levels are the things that have seen that are stronger than we can imagine, and they gotta be able to measure up to the monarchs. So that's where I'm going. I've been going that way.
Nah, man, I just be seeing nation level as just a societal thing. You know what I'm saying? These angel things don't give a damn about that. They don't give a damn about what rank they classified as. They come down trying to murk people.
Are the angels trying to murk people though?
They came down murking.
They came down murking monsters.
Again, there's a black gate here, bro. I don't know what else will come out the black gate. And here's the thing: why did we? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm really going on that side, because why else would we see black gates inside the dungeon? You know what I'm saying, or inside the flashback rather. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems to be Well, that's the only other
Crystal
reference we
says,
have.
Trent, why you keep fighting this? Why you keep fighting it?
Fighting what?
I don't know. I think he's talking about the Angels being good for some reason. Okay. Jamal thinks you're on to something though.
We go to the chat real quick.
Seraph can't say. I'm gonna feel like this.
I'm just gonna enjoy my Kit Kats.
He said no, the nation level hunters. Oh, that's funny. Man, I don't like these guys, man. They're about to get embarrassed.
Come on, I honestly don't think so. Honestly, I'm going with nation.
So here's
levels.
the thing. And that also depends on where you rank Sung Jin-woo's dad, because we've already seen him work a nation level hunter.
No. He was just S rank hunter. He wasn't nation level.
Was he?
Yeah, he was just S rank.
Okay.
He did get the Miss Cylinder power up though.
Who's that? Pre or post power up?
That was post. That was after. He did get it because that's why he was in. That's why he was in America.
Now,
he was under Thomas Andre because he got it. So
now again, was he just waiting a feat to get that rank up?
I mean, he wanted
It's
the
feet
rank.
base, bro. These Angels don't care about that. They coming through.
Yeah, someone. Jin-woo's dad. He showed up at the beginning of season 2. He's borrowed as well. They see. Okay, so what we're saying I think we're saying in the chat is that
He's a borrower.
Yeah, as in Miss Seldner said that the kings, people of brilliant light, borrow or use the power from the other side. So what he's saying is, I think he's saying nation levels are borrowing powers from the other side. JD came in the chat. No, don't come in here with the evil woo, JD. Don't do it. Don't do
it. What's up, JD? How you doing?
JD, man, if you got a second, come give us your final thoughts real quick.
Just go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom right now. Hop in the call.
Okay, I would agree with you, Solo Warrior, but we all know, per sources, Jin-woo will take the L. He getting the L somewhere, so it's coming soon. So he gonna take an L from somebody. Who it's gonna be, I don't know.
So the wing don't want to kick it.
And dent in the sky. I don't remember the gates, what color they were in the memories either. So I can't really tell you that much. I feel like they were all blue. Maybe they weren't. But this was like.
What you mean? What the wingdings came out of?
What?
Yeah, with the wingdings.
Yeah. No. Yeah, the wingdings. What kind of wingdings? I was like, what?
I can't with the wingdings, dude.
That's the new name until we get an official.
No, even if we get an official name, it's sticking as wingdings, dog.
I was honestly like, when I read it, I was actually starting to get angry because I didn't understand what the hell would have.
I thought it was translation error, and it technically was. But
yeah,
after I looked it up, I was like, "Oh, okay, I see what happened."
Yeah, and we really don't even know if. I mean, I guess we can assume that he's referring he betrayed him because of them, but he may not be. It may not have. Maybe it just was an opportune time. Like whatever the wingding thing is, maybe it's not even that. You know what I'm saying? Or the gibberish that was going to be spoken is not even them. Because if they're the rulers, then I don't know. Maybe it's just not the same thing.
I mean, it could have been a situation where the Shadow Monarch was just like too strong, and then they were like, "Hey, the rulers or the angels, because we haven't, it's not confirmed yet, might have came up to other monarchs and said, "Hey, we have a plan to get rid of the Shadow Monarch. Are you in or you out? Because he's too strong." So they might just try to get rid of him.
Here's the thing: why are there teams? Why are there these things anyway? Where do they come from to where they're coinciding? So they're not coming from different worlds entirely? Is the home world just where all of these things live in different regions simultaneously? You know what I'm saying? Or like, how does this operate? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
mean,
because clearly, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, they know each other type shit. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Like,
they're using gates, so I mean, they could come from anywhere in the universe to get to, but they do know each other though.
right,
They
but
do
why?
understand.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know why they're fighting. I have
No,
no
but I
idea.
mean, like yeah, or maybe just because of these angel wingding guys that these portals started to be. Maybe that's why they started to come together type shit. They started to kind of squad up to take them out originally.
I don't know. I don't know. I got nothing. My brain is I'm just right now just trying to think of it, but I got nothing. The story hasn't given us enough to understand Jin Woo's position in this. Haven't given us enough to understand the Shadow Monarch of the past position. We don't know why he was betrayed. We don't know if the angels are actually rulers. So I'm just making this, or just totally wrong, or just angels. So if the angels are good or bad. We don't know what anything has to do with the present time that we're in now. We don't know anything. As of right now, we're literally just speculating. Yes, Jamal, that was a good question. So, I mean, as of right, okay, until next chapter, next Wednesday? Yeah. Unless they decide not to give another chapter. I guess we'll figure it out then. Actually, we probably won't even do it. Actually, we'll probably, skeet past this for the next 10 chapters before we get something good. Seraph,
Whatever we get for 130, it's not gonna be enough.
do you
I'm
think
already knowing.
do you think we'll get more information on the past and what's going on in 130? Just not you don't have to say what's gonna happen. Do you think we'll get the information that we're looking for, or do you think it's gonna be a couple of chapters?
In theory, we should.
In theory, we should. But that means we're not. Just any other comments, you guys, for this chapter? Is this like
We're definitely gonna get if Sung Jin Woo waits or wakes up to the battle or to the maybe him having to fight and finish the architect. We getting all battle scenes again.
I think the architect's on his last leg, to be honest with you. I think Jinwoo's already,
If we get all battle scenes, I'm getting up mid reaction and I'm walking out. I'm leaving.
It's probably gonna be a battle scene. I don't think it's gonna be a battle scene. I think it's gonna be literally the architect being finished, and then everybody asking Jinwoo what kind of trance, what happened. He's not gonna be able to tell them what's going on because he's secretive in that nature. But I can ask you this question, Seraph. What do you think? I mean, do you think we're going to get information on the past, or you think we're going to kind of go past it and get it later? How the memoir's been going so far.
And it varies on how the dudes making the manual want to take it about. Do they want to bring out the information early? Or do they want to bring it on later on? I'm banking on later on since this is how it's been going.
That's what I was thinking. We're probably going to get past a couple episodes, probably get to the Japan thing, and then bring out the information later because they're not going to just dump all this information and be like, okay, here everything is. Now you understand what Jin was going through. Season 4, hold on. They ain't finna. Nah. It's not. They haven't had enough chapters
It
yet.
varies on how long do they want the dudes making the webtoon want to make out the seasons to be.
Yeah, I'm with Jamal. Let's go to Japan. Let's just keep the story going. They'll give us the information in a little bit. I feel like Japan's going to be really big for the story. Because that's a huge gate. I'm not sure what's in it, but we're going to see.
No.
Something pretty neat.
No. We don't want to go to Japan. Shit.
You just want all the information
Would
now.
you rather go to America
Yes.
instead?
Nah, stay in the
America
dungeon.
is the thing.
Stay in the dungeon for it. Yeah, stay in the dungeon.
talking to
Don't
the damn
leave that
architect, for
motherfucker
fuck's
till
sake.
I get. Don't leave that motherfucker till I get everything I need to know.
Till I'm satisfied, damn it.
All right,
JC
guys.
dying over here.
As of right now, we're just spinning our wheels, trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see here. Yeah, all the information for everybody's channels, Discord, is all in the links down below. I'm sleepy. I got nothing else for you guys. Anything else from everybody else?
Not
Yeah.
at all.
All right, guys.
Time to.
We'll see you next Wednesday. Hopefully, JD will tell us if he's gonna be here or not. But he probably will be.
More likely he will.
More than likely. You can kill the architect. It's not his real body. Anyways, no word said. All right, peace, guys. We out.
Peace.
Bye.